This is Gemara Sanhedrin, Daf Pei Hey, and we're holding on. Pei Dalet Amud Beis towards the bottom. We are 6 lines from the bottom. The first word line is Lav Binoi Shigigas Chenek. Says the Gemara V'ha. But what do we do with that which we learned in the Mishnah? We're in the middle of asking regarding performing an Aveira when there is a concern that a larger Aveira might be committed. Haditinan, that which we learned in the Mishnah. Machid shal yad litel bas. A needle to remove a thorn. Says the Mishnah in Shabbos that a needle is generally muksa. But if you're taking that same muksa needle and your matara, your mindset is to remove a thorn, then the halacha is you're allowed to. But asks the Gemara, why are you allowed to? Leichosh, why are we not concerned? Maybe when you remove the splinter, utilizing this needle, you'll end on being chayvel, you'll end up inflicting a wound. And it comes out that you're being over a skila b'shaygek. So it should not be allowed based on the previous halacha. Answers the Gemara, no. Hasa mikalkalu. Of course, it's destructive. You do not want to come and take out the blood. And therefore, there's no shigya skila at potential. Ask the Gemara, of course, this is a machlekes. Answers the Gemara famously. Whom is that? Rabbi Shimon. And as we turn over to Peham and Aleph, says the Gemara of Rav Shimon. Who damar? Rav Shimon is the opinion. Rav Shimon ha'amar kol melacha she'ina yitzicha legufa, you are pater aleha. And over here, of course, you do not need the item. No one has a splinter collection. Therefore, that would be another reason why you would be pater. Says the Gemara, ba'i minei Rav Sheshis. On the second line of Peham and Aleph asks Rav Sheshis, Ben Maushas shliach la'aviv la'akaisai. Is a child able to be made a shliach of Bezdin to punish the father? Ule kalkilai, or to curse him. Amr lehu, Rav Sheshis responds, V'achar miati rai. Who does someone else, who does Bezdin allow elsewhere, other than the son, to carry out this halacha? Ella, rather, what do we have to say? Kavoid shamayim odif, meaning even in a normal case, and you're never allowed to hit a yid. So why are you allowed to? Because kavod shamayim, you're not hitting a yid, you're defending God's honor. Says the Gemara, hachanam, even by a parent, kavod shamayim odif. Asks the Gemara, meisvei, umam yishem mitzvah la'akaisai. If someone is commanded to hit him, mitzvah shalayla kaisai, someone who's not commanded to hit him, says the Gemara. No, I read that wrong. One more time. Let's read this properly. Someone is commanded to hit someone, is commanded not to hit him. One is not commanded to hit, is it certainly not pashit shemitzuvah shalayla kaisai? You certainly should not hit him. That's a brisa. So now says Rav Sheshis, let's utilize these words of the brisa. Excuse me, says the Gemara. Let's utilize this brisa as a kasha on Rav Sheshis. My love, what is this brisa talking about? ID b'makai mitzvah. The brisa, when it contrasts mitzvah versus shaloi mitzvah, says the Gemara, are they now both referring to one that has a mitzvah? So what is going to be the two cases? One who's mitzvah, one who's no mitzvah. So then we would see you would not be able to hit a father even though it's a mitzvah. Answers the Gemara, there's no difference. How do we reconcile the two prices? This is what it means. Uma b'makoi mitzvah. Mitzvah la'akos, you have mitzvah did someone, and yet mitzvah shalakosai. And even though you have a mitzvah to hit him, still he's commanded to not hit him extra. Sheloi b'makoi mitzvah. There's not a mitzvah. She'enoi mitzvah la'akos, enoi danger mitzvah shalakos. Certainly you cannot hit him. Continues the Gemara. Now that we answered up for Rav Sheshes, Tashema Hayoytze Lihareg. Says the Brisa, one is being taken out to be killed. And his son comes, hits him or curses him. So fascinating thing. A guy is being brought out to be killed by Bezdin. And if the son does something, it's different than if someone else does something. And we pondered and we wondered, I don't understand. What's the difference? And we explained, the case is when one is that the Bezdin is insisting that he goes out to be killed, and he's not going. Then he gets hit, or then he gets cursed to comply. So if it's his son, we said he's Chayav Misa, even though he's acting on behalf of the Bezdin. Sakasha and Rav Sheshes that said seemingly the son could yes be appointed by Bezdin to carry out on the father. Answers the Gemara, Rav Sheshes, Muki La, B'Shein Mizarvin Lotzis. Rav Sheshes is going to learn that case, which he is not Mitzarev Lotzeis, he's not commanded to be brought out to be killed. Says Gemara, wait, someone else should have had the same malacha. Explains Gemara, no, Acher Gavra Katalahu. By someone else, the person is considered a dead man, and therefore even if he's hit or cursed, there is not such a punishment. Ask the Gemara of Amrav Sheshes B'Yeshu Yashenu Meis. One is disgracing a sleeping person who then dies. Chayiv, you're chayiv. So what do we see? We see that even though, so seemingly if you hit someone who's going to die anyways, you still should be obligated for something, some form of compensation for the children. Answers the Gemara, as we know from light, such a small hit, there's no way, there's no chiyav mamanis. Ask the Gemara, wait, Rav Abba, Rav Yechon, we're 10 lines to the bottom. The first one is Rav Abba. Rav Abba says the name of Rav Yechon, Loike. Someone gets hit such a thing, there is malchus, even though it's not a Shava Bruta. Answers the Gemara, you're right. My potter, the comer, potter me moment. Says the Gemara, wait, so Mechla, what is that inferred about the first part of the Brisa? There's going to be a chiyim mamayin about the kid. But says the Gemara, Elo, okay, I'll tell you, Noob Shad Ba'arav Shishis. Bedinai, Hachanami, Elo Bedinai, excuse me. Says the Gemara, we're talking about a case in which he is Chayav Hachanami, Bedinai. Says the Gemara, you're right. So Ela Acher, I know time of the Potter. Why is someone, anyone aside for the son? The reason why he's Potter, Damar Kra. Says the pasuk 6 lines, or don't curse. We explain. So says the Gemara, 1 second. I understand regarding cursing someone. However, where do we know that if someone hits someone who's going to be killed is potter as well? Explains the Gemara. Again, flipping it back and forth. When the Torah says ba'amcha means someone who will survive amongst your people, not someone who's being brought out to be killed. Ask the Gemara, we should say the same about the child as we turn over to Pehei Amid base. Answers the Gemara, Misa. Says the Gemara, no. It's the same thing that if he cursed someone after the death, and therefore he's still going to be chayiv, so it will be the same thing. Ask the Gemara, "My havi alam, Rabbi Ravuna v'chedan v'Yishmael, l'cholina ben nasish shliach la'aviv la'kaisel la'koloi, chotz mi meses shari amru ta'ira l'sichamav l'sichat salav shem no rachmanas." So aside for a meses mediach, that ain't a chanami, the child should not be the one to administer that which Bezdin is mechayev him. We continue with a new Mishnah on the top of Hey Amid Beis. Someone who hits a parent is not obligated until he makes a wound, a black and blue mark. Someone curses a parent even after the parent is dead, he's chayiv. But if someone wounds a parent, is potter, meaning the chayiv only exists, like we just said, if you make a chabura, if you make a wound. Tana Rabbanan says the Gemara from there we darshan lachar misa. And now the Gemara explains, why do we need such a drush? I would have thought oil v'chayiv v'marka v'chayiv v'mekal. There are parallel obligations. One who is mekalel and one who is hitting his parent. So you know what I would have thought? Therefore, after Makal, you curse out the parent. When it comes to wounding, we say it doesn't make a difference if the person is a kosher yid, if the person is not really be'amcha, still you're chayiv. Lo chayiv alachar misa, you're not chayiv alachar misa. Mikalel shelo yasu bo, shelo be'amcha be'amcha. No dangerous lo chayiv alachar misa. So what's the answer? Says the Gemara, that one is cursed after the parent is already no longer. Says the Gemara, 1 second. They have an extra pasuk of El Rav Yeshaya Ma'igul Meimar. According to Rav Yeshaya, that the pasuk is not extra. What are you going to say? Now, what's this Rav Yeshaya? What is this? Rav Yonasan explains the Gemara Titania. Ish, matam lemish, why say it twice? The Rabbis bas tumtum and dryness. The two of tumtum and dryness, and she calls of his imai. Not a proper marriage. Minalon. Where do we know that they are chayiv as well? Tamalay marvim imakil avakil imakil divrei Yishai. I mean, it's a name ke'echad. Mash ve'echad ve'echad b'fnei hatzmai. It says Rabbi Yonasan, she'yafara lecha akasav yachtov, till the Torah says it explicitly. That's where things are going to change. Minalei nafkalei. Maybe Mikalel Avivi my Mosumas Edach. What does he about say? Homi Baile. The rabbis asked him this. Says in our way, clay on the first white line. Why don't we say ish from ish? Explain to me. No. The fact that the Torah doubles up the word ish does not teach us anything. Why not? The first white line, because Dibra Torah Kalashim and Adam, people speak. The Torah speaks the way that people speak. Ask the Gemara, I want to teach the stringency of hitting a parent over cursing him. That what? It's the same thing. It's only if he's doing meisim of ba'amcha. So, a nice idea, but answers the Gemara, that's all one and the same, and there's no punishment for cursing a parent who is over Avera, so too if one hits them. Says the Gemara, let us say these two Tanaim are in the same. Tani everyone agrees that the kutim are really kosher. My love, what's the machlekes? Says Merloi, that's not the machlekes. The kuli alma loy makshina kol kol. I was never a hava amina. Wait. Hanitani Allah v'shariki Israel. Shma mina be'kisha polig. Shma mina. Pick it up from the Mishnah of Siyata Dishmai.